Hello there. Um, Welcome to Abyssia Tarot Readings. Um, this is going to be the tarot reading for the nakshatra of Ardra. You can have your moon in Ardra, your ascendant in Ardra, your maybe any big three placements, or your Atmakaraka in Ardra nakshatra. If you have any of these placements, this reading is going to be for you. Alright? Okay, so welcome to your reading, Ardra natives. I had to take a break after Mrigashira readings before coming to an Ardra read because honestly there's just a lot in this energy, right? The chaotic energy, the chaotic Ardra. So the myth of Ardra nakshatra is that Rudra was created to sever the head of Brahma, who was infatuated by Rohini, right? And because he did that, all the devas shunned him because I don't know, I'm also getting wo pagal ho gaya. So somebody got mad. I don't know, somebody went mad is coming through. But in the myth also something similar happens. Like Rudra does the right thing, but then the devas shun him because he did something that we call Brahma Hatya. And because of that kind of attitude towards him and his struggles, Rudra went into a hiatus kind of thingy. Like he went into a state of anger, into a state of, it's a nakshatra of Rahu for a reason. It's about being ostracized from the world, going out of taken away from the world or something like that, okay? So I just feel like for you guys as well, maybe you guys were like taken out or ostracized out, or maybe there was something like a mental illness, or I don't know. I don't think mental illness can be diagnosed in a tarot reading. Please go to a professional for this kind of advice. And the thing about mental health is often that we think that we are not suffering from anything we are not suffering from mental health issues. We think that we are at the right place and we are going through it in a proper way. But I just want you to observe your surroundings. Is there something that goes on in your mind that doesn't allows you to do certain things? If your mind is always occupied by certain things, that can be a sign of some issues. And I'm not talking about issues in the sense of, do you think that your mind has persistent thoughts that never leave you? So if you have those kinds of things, or there are those kinds of things that you feel or you suffer from, or you kind of get an energy of it, please go for a doctor, a therapist. Try taking a psychological test. Also, even if you're not having any issues, go to a psychologist and get a test on yourself if you have anything in you. If you think that you're thinking about something persistently and that is stopping you, whether it is a feeling, emotion, whatever it is, if it is stopping you or keeping you stuck in one place, that means you're not in that place, mentally formed or stable enough place right now. I'm seeing my agarbattis smoke, this incense smoke heading down towards the board. I just now lighted it up for my devas up there, and I don't know, I'm kind of getting an energy that maybe that's something that maybe you are being asked to do, or you're being asked to tell people about yourself and your condition. Like you're thinking these thoughts persistently, and these thoughts are not leaving you. They are consistently inside you. They are consistently like just these persistent thoughts are not leaving you behind, and you're kind of feeling uncomfortable, you're not able to think about anything else, do make sure to tell your loved ones, the people whom you support, people who support you about this, if there is anything like that. A tarot reading is never meant to be a mental health professional advice, right? You have to go to a doctor for this. So please don't take it as a diagnosis about whatever I'm saying. I'm just asking you to go and take a test. So please go and take a test. Or if you're having persistent problems, or you're thinking about something persistently, please go to your parents, family support system. If you're isolated, if you're alone, you don't have family support system, anything, please go to a doctor. Please talk to them. Please tell them about it. Please tell them what's happening with you. All right? I'm also like, I don't know why I'm kind of like, even if it is a problem with, like, you can just go to your local physician and tell them about it, and I'm pretty sure they will ask you to go to a therapist, or go to a professional, mental health professional. Or if there is some other issue like brain issue, hand issues, I'm almost getting someone could have, like, I'm getting automobile issues, like someone could have issues in moving their hands or their legs, whatever it is. If you have some issues like that, or if there is a persistent sign in your body where all of a sudden you can have like all of a sudden the body stops moving, there's a locomotive issue or something like that, please get yourself checked once, right? These physicians exist for a reason. They tell us something, and then we are able to like forward and go towards a better professional who can somebody who specializes in that field, to help us through the problems that we are going through. So please check out that, because I'm significantly getting like, maybe somebody in here could suffer from locomotive issues, like automotive issues, like you can't automatically pull your hand back, or your face mangles all of a sudden, your hands tangle all of a sudden, you don't know what's happening with you. So if there is a state of something is happening like that, please go to a doctor, please get yourself checked out, right? Yeah, really get yourself checked if that's the case, or that's the issue, right? Something could be a persistent disease, something could be a persistent state of mind. This could be anything. This could be stress that is persistent. This could be something that is not under your control. Maybe a mental state of mind, maybe like something, emotions running rampant. So there are two cases that I'm getting in here. Either this is a persistent problem or a mental issue that's existing for a very long time, and I will try to touch on it as much as I can, but I won't be touching on it more than I can, because I do not want to, give, because many a times readings like tarot and all these things can actually make people feel like they have diagnosed themselves, not realizing that you have not actually diagnosed yourself. You have to go to a doctor to get yourself diagnosed. Just because somebody is saying some symptoms, I'm not even speaking to you. I'm looking at my cards and saying that you don't have to validate your diagnosis through that. Yeah, see, I'm seeing, okay, I'm seeing somebody just shut down. Like I'm imagining that, like somebody is shutting down, or their body has shut down all of a sudden. Yeah, like there is, again, I'm getting mentally ill. Yes, if there is something like that, something like this that you could be experiencing, where your body automatically shuts down, or you don't know what's triggering all of these, please go to a doctor, please go to a health physician, whoever it is. King of Swords in reverse, not being in control of your speech, not being in control of your emotions, not being in control of the things that your mind could be saying to you right now. Something regarding somebody's reputation at work could be significant. I don't know why I'm getting maybe there's a particular dress that looks like this. I don't know. I'm getting poet's sleeve. Yeah, I'm getting somebody's like it's disappointing. So I don't know, someone could be thinking about, I don't know, a show. I don't know why I'm getting chauffeur now, so driver could be significant. But I'm seeing that somebody could be thinking about a dress that they wore to a party or an event way more than they should be. Like, there is also something like somebody is wearing a dress way more than they should be wearing it. Like, I'm seeing somebody who is like not bath, like I'm seeing somebody who wakes up in the morning, doesn't baths, and keeps wearing the same clothes that they had been wearing for the past 5 days, right? So something like that is coming through in here. Yeah. Again, I'm kind of getting that this could be a certain dress that, yeah, certain dress could be significant. I don't know why I'm getting Anamika, but Anamika reminds me of this character in a Hindi serial. She used to wear really beautiful dresses. So I don't know, maybe this is a very beautiful dress. Maybe you really love it, you really like it. But there is something like, I don't know, refusing to take it off, you know. That's the kind of sort of energy that's coming through in here. And now I'm paying attention to this fish in this King of Cups. So yeah, we say this thing in Hindi, you know, मछली की तरह झंझनाना नहीं, मछली की तरह झपट्टा मारना. Yeah, so like, I don't know, I'm also getting that somebody like, yeah, somebody is, their mind is moving like a fish, their mind is moving like a mindless, like there is their mind is moving in mindless circles. That's what I'm getting, like going around in circles, going around in loops, doing the same thing over and over again and again, not seeing apart two things from each other. So yeah, it's almost like, you know, when you see a fish, right? For example, I have this crystal and I have this crystal in here. If a fish is moving towards a certain place, right, a fish cannot differentiate between this and this. For a fish, this is also the same thing, this is also the same thing. And I feel like that's what's happening in here. Like somebody is also, you know, there is a thing about fishes. Fishes can only see fishes can only see left and right. They can never see the top or the bottom of a situation. So there is something like you're only seeing like somebody is not able to receive the you know, higher guidance, or there is something like, I don't know, maybe somebody's moving like a fish, like it's like they are not able to reach the bottom of the situation, they are not able to reach higher than the situation, above the situation, because they are not able to receive help from above. They are not able to like, it's like this is successful because I feel like someone is not getting caught up, or they are not being weighed down. Like that's what I'm getting. Like I feel like, I don't know how to say this, I'm getting tarang ke saath chalna. Yes, like somebody's going with the flow. It almost feels like, you know, nothing can pull this person down, nothing can take this person up, because they are but it's almost like, how do I say this? I don't know how to say this without you understanding this. But listen, fishes, whether you realize it or not, there is some amount of gravity or some amount of buoyancy that affects a fish when a fish is swimming through water, all right? Similarly, what is it like, even if it is unaware of the, even if it is seeing left and right and it cannot see above, especially while it is, so how do I say this? For example, there is a kingfisher, right? A kingfisher often predates on the fishes that are moving in this angle, because a kingfisher knows that a fish cannot look up. Whenever a fish is looking up like this, a fish can like look at a kingfisher and a fish can run away, right? But the thing about you guys is that I feel like you guys are moving like this, and predator can look at you and they can attack you whenever possible. So it's almost like it's a very vulnerable state to be in. You're not looking up at the predator because you're moving in this direction. And for a fish, a fish cannot look up, a fish cannot look vertically upwards or vertically down. A fish can only look in the horizontal plane, left and right, when it is moving in this direction. When a fish is moving in this direction, it can only look at left and right. So that's what's happening. It's like somebody is not able to see the bottom, like the top and bottom of a situation, because they are so busy traveling in one direction, or they are stuck, or they are getting delayed, or their path is getting delayed because they are stuck in swimming in this straight line, and all they are like, it's like somebody needs to, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Somebody needs to increase their perspective, or they need to increase their point of view. Like currently their point of view is just their horizontal plane. They are not looking at the vertical plane, so they need to look at that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting in here. 3 of Swords upright, 3 of Cups upright. Alright. 3-3 is coming out significantly. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands coming out in here. Even the Kings came out twice. So repeating numbers could be significant. You could be watching, you could be seeing repeating numbers, repeating angels' messages, or whatever it is for you, right? Yeah, I feel like you're being gently guided across the path. But there is something like, I feel like for many of you, maybe you're, I think there is a lot of, because the 3 of Swords is here, I feel like there is some sort of heartbreak that is, or there is some sort of betrayal, there is some sort of past trauma that could have caught you off guard in some way. And now because of that, all you're doing is looking at the horizontal plane, and you're not looking at the vertical plane. So it's almost like, suppose let's talk about Nemo, right? Finding Nemo. In Finding Nemo, if Nemo keeps looking, like the thing is, when you're so scared of sharks, and you're so scared of like, what is it, predator fishes around you, you totally forget the fact that there are fishermen, birds, who are also trying to like fish you, right? So that's the kind of thing that I'm seeing in here. Somebody is so traumatized by the predator fishes around them that they are not able to see the birds that are predating them, the humans that are trying to fish them. And yeah, I feel like the only thing that is, yeah, with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it's like this person is not able to come out of their state of mind. It's almost like they have been captured in that mental state, and it is really hard to, like, there is something, I'm also getting mental slate. So like someone's mentality has been brutally shifted or changed by some sort of certain event, because of which they cannot think of something else anymore. All right, with the 3 of Cups in here and the 9 of Wands in here, I feel like the more friends you make, the more new people and friendships that you create, the more you will be able to persist against whatever this problem is. So I feel like it is time to like go out and mingle with friends and with people and talk to them. I'm also getting with friends, family, emotional support system, whatever it is, right? Please go and talk to them, meet them, make plans with them, because these are the people that will help you stand up against this disease, or stand up against this problem or this issue that is persistently causing you pain, right? I'm also somehow getting that this could also be, if this is not a mental health situation, this could be like somebody out here who could have broken your trust or your in a very bad way, to the point and extent that you lost, like there is something like you are standing up against someone who suppresses your emotions, or someone who suffocates you in a very emotional way. And I feel like that is causing you a lot of pain, but you are being asked to recognize your friends, family, community, and all these people in your circle, because these people will help you stand up against whoever this is. If this is some abusive person who is emotionally controlling you or manipulating your emotions, right? I don't know why I wanted to say Seven of Swords in reverse. And when I said Seven of Swords in reverse, I felt like someone didn't want me to say that. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that. So I just feel like somebody could have stolen something from you. Maybe this was your assets. Maybe you caught these people. Maybe whoever this is that is suffocating you. I feel like you caught this person trying to steal away your money, trying to steal away your blessings, trying to steal something that you had invested on for a very long time. Okay, I don't know who this person could be, but that could have caused you a lot of heartbreak. Even though I think you would have caught them, I don't know. With the Seven of Pentacles in here, I'm seeing the Five of Cups in the back of the deck. So maybe I don't know, there is something like, yeah, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the Justice upright. So something like, it's a, like, dear Ardras, I don't know what you went through, but I'm almost seeing like you could have really manifested something, worked hard on something, made it work out and everything else, but it seems like it was forcefully taken away from you, or it was forcefully taken away from you, and maybe you're regretting the fact that it got away from you. But with the Tower in reverse and the Justice popping out in here, I feel like somehow or the other you kind of got away with something really bad that could have took place. I just feel like don't be sad or don't be angry about this thing getting away from your life, because I just feel like there is some sort of tower that could have come in your way if you would have led on this path, or if you would have I don't know, I don't think there would have been, there's something like you are I think there were so many beautiful things that you could have got in this path, but there is something around the lines of, I feel like this King of Cups in reverse is the reason, like they might, like there is something like they might cause a tower movement in your life or something like that, and for that reason I think you, even though there is something like you had to lose something, or you had to, I'm also getting that you had to lose your faith, or you lost your, yeah, you had to lose your faith for a certain while. Maybe if it is faith in yourself or confidence in yourself for a certain while, because I feel like maybe you had to do that to keep this person satisfied, or whoever this repressive suppressing individual is, maybe you had to do that for a very long time to keep this person satisfied, and doing that costed you your dreams, I guess, or the things that you were trying to grow out. And maybe that's why you're crying, or maybe that's why you're regretting so much, because there is something like you are regretting the loss of this investment that you made, and there is something like, I don't know why I'm getting the word Elijah in my mind. Elijah is a story in Bible where they talk about, yeah, in the story of Elijah as well. Elijah is a story in the Bible. It's a character in Bible. So basically what happens is that this is a character who loses everything. Like they lose their they get a prediction that a certain god needs to be, like if a certain, like they get a prayer that if the Israelis don't pray to don't submit to Lord, and don't if the Israelis don't what is it, leave the Phoenician gods. Okay, I'll just tell you the story, never mind the story, but in that story what happens is that they say something, or they, like it is a, like they say something, and because of that they lose their job, they lose their people. They are the reason, like Elijah becomes the reason why so many priests end up dying, so many people end up dying, because they went and did the right thing. So something like that is happening in here. Maybe you went and said the right thing, or you said something, or you were investing into something, and it's like there is this, I don't know, I'm also getting emotional conversion therapy or something like that. So somebody could have converted you. I don't know what this is. This could also be a cult leader, someone could have converted you, tried to change you into their religion. I don't know what this could be, but a very weird emotions are coming through in my mind. But yeah, whoever this individual was, they kind of maybe it's like you did the right thing, but you did not anticipate this person to destroy everything around you just because you told them the right thing. It's almost like you say that, it's almost like saying that, hey, be careful of this person. Like for example, you're just going and trying to warn your friend, hey friend, be careful of this person, and this person hears you saying that, they overhear you saying that, and then all of a sudden this person comes back into your life, orchestrates a lot of stuff into your life and tries to destroy your life. So something like that could be significant. Somebody could be very emotionally manipulative. If you say something about them, they will end up doing everything in their part to destroy you, emotionally hurt you in the worst ways possible, or something like that. It's like, I feel like somebody could, I'm getting snakes, so somebody could have snaked you out or something like that. Man, 5 of Pentacles is in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you guys either lost something that you cannot get back anymore, or and I feel like you guys are like reminiscing over that loss. You are thinking about that loss way more than you want to, and it's kind of, I think you're processing those emotions and everything else. And I think you're being asked to go towards your friends, families. I'm also getting go towards your employees or people who haven't. What? Go towards your friends and families and employees. I don't know, whatever, I don't know who employees. I don't usually think that your colleagues can be your friends, but yeah, something like that is coming through. Go towards the people who can help you raise issue or something like that, who can help you through this shit, because I feel like there are these friends or your friend circle that are coming to help you out, especially when it comes to the things that you were working on for a very long time, right? All right, let's see what are. So this is what I copied from Lisa Powers deck, the Herbology, the essential oils deck, right? It is not available in the market anymore, so I just copied it. But yeah, the first card is the Manipura Chakra card, which talks about confidence, right? Self-worth. Trigger statement, I am disgusting. True statement, I am a miracle. Yeah, Ardras, please stop considering yourself as disgusting or anything like that. You are a miracle, okay? Please be gentle and love yourself to provide your body and mind with what it truly needs to carry you on your journey. Be gentle and love yourself to provide your body and mind with what it truly needs. Okay. To carry on your journey. So already I feel like the first message is be very careful, be very gentle. I'm getting be very mindful and very conscious in the way you're doing things. Be very gentle with yourself to provide yourself with the needs, with what your body truly needs as you carry yourself through this journey in life, right? This could be a work situation. I don't know, losing a job, something like that could be coming through. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. I feel like that's the case. I think you guys are like trying to find some safety in life, and I think your advice is to understand that everything, I feel like with the fact that I saw the Tower in reverse and Justice upright, you definitely did like there was a tower that could have come on your way, and you did avoid that. But I'm seeing you complaining about the fact that Like, it's almost like, how do I say this, I feel like you guys knew that if you achieved something, this person would come back and try to create a tower moment in your life. When I say tower moment, I mean chaos, destruction. That is what the tower moment is. So you kind of avoided a very destructive situation in your life, but I feel like you guys also, it's almost like maybe you guys avoided this destructive situation in your life out of fear, or because you took a decision that I cannot take this any longer, so I am leaving it behind. And I think that is what is causing you heartbreak, because you did not want to leave it behind, but you also knew that if you kept going forward, it would end up causing you pain and harm in the near future. So yeah, this is like a major letting go of some past situation or something that caused you a lot of like of a past situation that could have turned into something fortunate, but you had to leave it behind because of certain circumstances or certain people that were suffocating your life. This could also be leaving something behind due to the mental illness or something like that. So yeah, be careful, be very gentle in how you're handling yourself. All right, provide your body mind with what it truly needs to carry you towards your journey. My true safety lies in the capacity to align with the love of the universe. Exactly. You're safe wherever you are. Just learn to go with the flow, just learn to, I feel like, align with the flow, because I feel like for many of you guys, what has happened is that it's almost like I was talking about fish predators, right? You just saw some predatory fishes like sharks and you got scared and you started moving under the ocean, but it's like you totally forgot that there is a kingfisher, there are birds, and there are humans who can catch you from above, right? So I feel like I think there is something like coming to peace with letting go of the things that you need to let go of. Yes, come in peace with the fact that you need to let go of the things that you need to let go of, because these things are, because the more you hold on to that old fortune that you had, the more you hold on to that investments that you made, yeah, the more you will project or the more you will gaslight yourself. There is something like that in here. Like, the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who is really, really harsh on themselves. You will be more and more harsh to your own heart space. Don't be harsh to yourself. Don't say harsh things to yourself just because you're holding on to that old fortune that could have made a lot more for you, right? Sometimes things don't happen according to the plan, and that's all right. I feel like you need to really learn and understand the fact that your safety is like your safety is in understanding the flow of life rather than flowing according to the flowing with the, rather, how do I say this, it's like, yes, you lost something. I do realize the fact that you did lose something, but there is also like understanding that you need to let go of this state of mind, or that there is nothing in front of you if you lose this fortune. I think there will still be so many things for you, but you have to keep in mind that you're not alone in this universe, right? Mingle around with friends, family, community, and all these people. I think there is so much love that can help you through this. Ignite. Trigger statement. Where do I go from here? True statement. I allow life to flow through me. Damn, I was just saying the same thing just now. I truly didn't see this card until I just saw. I just read it just now. I wasn't like whatever I just said just now. I wasn't reading this card. It's on point. Your inspiration has arrived and will work through you as you move forward. Your inspiration has arrived and it will work through you as you move forward. Don't wait for something inspiring. This is the thing. Don't wait for something inspiring. Don't wait for don't stagnate yourself thinking that where do I go from here. Don't cry about where do I go from here. If I don't do this, what will happen? Allow life to flow through you, because there is some, I feel like your inspiration will work through you. Your inspiration has arrived and it will work through you as you move forward. Learn to move forward through life, Ardra Nakshatras, because holding on to this will not help you anymore. It might feel like a safety mechanism. It might feel really safer to like hold on to this and keep on crying about this stuck in a place, but you're not realizing that what you're actually crying about is that you're crying about the fact that you're actually scared of moving forward. So don't be scared of moving forward. Don't be scared of moving forward, all right? Don't let this stop you right now. Ignite within yourself and keep going forward, because your life has not ended yet. You have not yet ended, and it will keep, and I feel like, and life will keep going on. So don't forget that fact, dear Ardras. And that is it for the reading today. Take care of yourself, Ardra Nakshatras. Know that you have the power within you to ignite yourself and move forward. Don't let any of these past sadness or these fears hold you back, all right? Don't focus too much on the cups that are in front of you and that you have lost. Focus on the cup that still has water in it. Make use of it. You can still make it out of here. You can still do something, all right, Adras? Take care of yourself. Bye bye.